Good morning, everybody. Boy, did we have a great time with all of you dancing and partying and enjoying our wonderful party. Michael, you and David were two of the top performers last night. Did you have a wonderful time at the dance party?
We had a great time.
It was really good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
David,
Yes.
did you have a blast?
I had a great time. I need sunglasses this morning, but I'll live.
Well,
I've already taken my aspirin.
Well, we had a blast ringing in your birthday, and we're going to be celebrating it today, even though it's Saturday in America. It's Sunday here, and this is where you are.
Yes.
So
That's right, isn't it?
We're doing the celebration.
We lost time.
I want to get some footage of you doing that wonderful Elvis moves that you were doing last night. You don't remember the Elvis moves? Yeah, he had some Elvis moves down.
Did he?
I'd have to have the music.
Yeah.
It was
we'll have
pretty
to have
good.
the music.
It was pretty good.
Get the band on.
Well, we enjoyed dancing, so we're thinking of something that we can do in the
Now,
future.
Don't tell anybody.
It's
secret.
Yeah, it's a secret until we announce it. But
Yeah.
we're figuring out some more dance things, dance parties. Dare I?
That's such a great idea. It is such a great. People love to let loose and have a
That's
good
right.
time.
That's
yeah.
right.
So yeah, it's in our future.
Yeah.
It's a good R&B Motown.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's
It
true.
is, and it's just fun to let go and to be human and to just dance and move. I just think that is a very natural thing for humans to
Yes.
It burns calories.
do. It does burn calories.
That's right.
That's a good thing.
Yes, we worked off a lot of that cake.
And this is what we need to have happen.
There's still cake left. They're having it in the.
Yeah, they're selling it today.
They're selling it.
Today, yeah,
They're
for the
selling his
slice.
birthday
They're selling
cake.
his birthday cake.
That cake fed 80 people.
80 people, and there were
there's
still
left.
leftovers. It was a beautiful cake. Jackie's daughter-in-law made it, and she does cakes, so that was really fun.
It was beautiful. And it looked. I wish I would have filmed you coming in your gold dress with the sparkles.
It was.
And it was just.
It was a
very
blast.
fun. It was a lot of.
It was fun.
The Aussies know how to party down.
The Aussies know how to party. They know how to make dolls. They know how to do doll stuff.
Yes.
This is has been a lot different from some of the events that I've gone to, in that everyone is they know how to shake it.
They do. They do. Yes.
And they're having a great time.
Yes.
So you guys have a fresh supply of fabric, I see.
Yes.
And there's 4 patterns right here.
Well, there was a lot more, but this is
what we have left.
This is what we have left for today.
Well, that we brought with us.
That we brought with us.
We
Yes.
have
We have more at
we
home.
So Michael, and David, what started this fabric revolution that you've been doing?
What happened is, we were having, about 6 years ago, we started our first sewing workshop, and we wanted to have unique fabrics for the classes, so we started having them made, and then, there's a demand for it, because it's not easy to source fabrics that are proper for dolls,
Right.
historical dolls or new dolls or whatever you want to do. So we weren't finding it, and our teachers weren't getting it. So we decided we'll have it made. And this is our Curie fabric that we just had made, and this is absolutely identical to the original piece that we sent to have milled, and so this has been a great thing. This is a piece that we did for.
This one's been very popular.
Yes, we did this for Louise Hedrick's class, which was called "Coming to America" with Mademoiselle Liberty,
And these are copies of antique fabrics.
yes, and then this one has been really popular. It's here, and we haven't used this in any classes, but they're little clusters of violets.
Is that in the charity brew?
No.
So
This is
are these
that's
samples that
different.
you have made from antique fabrics that you have
Yes.
yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's perfect. It's
Yes,
made
and then some of
100%.
them are going to be from original garments also.
And so the sewers and the ladies out here have been buying these by the yard,
Yes.
which is is that available through your website yet, or is it something you
Not
just have
yet,
at
but
live events?
I think that we're going to do the first big launch of our fabrics and the whole thing that we have during the virtual doll convention.
Oh, exciting.
Because it is called the Art of the Doll and all its creation. So we're going to have some patterns.
And we haven't even advertised this kit yet.
Yes.
Now,
This is Denise Vesey's kit.
Yes, and
Utilizing that pink bird.
And they can buy
fabric.
this from us.
She looks amazing. So
Yes.
they can buy right now.
They can
And
buy it right
I think
now.
Denise is going to do this in the 18-inch for the
Right.
antique.
But for now, this is what
This
we
is
have
what we have,
available.
but
and
I
how much
think-
are they?
They're $165 US dollars
dollars.
plus the mailing.
The mailing.
So
and you
that
get the
varies
dress,
slightly.
the
Yeah,
pattern
they're
for
the
the dress, the fabric,
Hat
and the
form,
hat
the
form, the
straw
hat
for the
kit.
hat.
So you
Well,
get
that's a phenomenal
You get
deal.
everything except the shoes and the
Yeah.
stockings and the accessories.
And then by the time you're done, you have that incredible dress in fabric that is absolutely
Yes.
impossible to
And
find.
people in the class loved working with this fabric.
yeah, this fabric,
They love
feel it, Rachel.
Let's
It's
see.
just got a wonderful.
Oh, wow. That's
It's
just.
got a great feel.
Oh, what's the thread count?
That I
It
couldn't
feels
tell
very
you.
high. It does. It feels very
Yeah,
high.
that I couldn't tell you. But
Well, it's beautiful.
What they did is they made it exactly like the original. So whatever the original was, that's what they did.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And that's something that we talked about is with the fabrics is that it doesn't have to be completely elaborate to be gorgeous. You can cut it on the bias and
Do all kinds
yeah.
of things.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
For
here-
example.
here we had for our, we did 6 programs here, and one of the programs we did was on Hire dolls. So I brought this original dress just for them to see, and you can see it's very simple. But what's the genius is how they encase the ribbon, pink ribbon for decoration, then gathered it slightly. If you can see, there's a pattern. It seems like about every half inch there's a little gather, and then just did some little simple ruffles in the front, and then these interesting bits down the front. And as I said many times in the lectures about the clothing, you have in the back you've got 3 closures, so you've got 2 buttons, and 1 hook and eye, and then another button at the collar. So this is very simple.
It's very simple, but just
The material's
absolutely
simple,
perfect.
but the work is
The materials, the work is not, but the material's simple. But that being said, Rachel, this doesn't mean that this is easy to find.
Right.
Evidently, this is a kind of a sheer batiste, or maybe almost like a gauze, and in this country they have a hard time finding it,
Well, yeah,
and we have a hard
There-
time finding it in our country.
absolutely.
The right things.
There are a lot of people out there that are so grateful to you both for reproducing these fabrics because they are hard to find, they're hard to get, and it's an art that we love.
And it's a
But-
it's
and
a
we need the
really
materials.
it's a really to develop this. This is a year proposition.
Mm-hmm.
From the first time the sample goes overseas to the time it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a year's worth
Yeah,
of work.
we do get approval on the color and sample. We get it back to us, and then we sign off on it, and then it's produced, and then we wait for it to arrive.
And we hope, and we cross our fingers.
And you
hope
cross
that-
your fingers, and,
yeah.
and so far it looks like it's all been great. So that's been one of your top sellers. That you brought a suitcase and it's almost gone, which is so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, that
but we
was
do
what-
have a couple other some wonderful dolls.
Isn't this a cutie?
Yeah, he is so sweet, and he has his original outfit, which is amazing.
Isn't that fantastic? It's a Kestner 243, I believe it is, and
Known as the Asian baby.
yeah, and they were originally commissioned by Gump's department store in San Francisco, which is very close to Chinatown in San Francisco, which is still there. And I would put money on it that they were all dressed in Chinatown, because, the German companies would have a hard time sourcing all of these Asian, pieces, Chinese pieces. But they are it's one of my favorite of all the babies. This is really one of my favorites.
It's exquisite, really,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's you get a lot of bang for your buck
Yeah.
with this wonderful baby. There's just so
Yes,
many
and
components.
look at the little fish on the top of his little headdress, and this little Q. And hate to break it to you girls, but these are always boys. I haven't seen one yet that was dressed as a little girl. So it's Just
Yes, I covered him in my booth talk yesterday. So
Oh, did you? Oh, did you have? Well,
yeah, but I think you were better at it.
yeah, but
No,
we could compare
David
it.
did.
They could
Did you
compare.
did you see his video?
No, I haven't. I've been busy.
A rare and elusive video. It's up to I think 1,500 views, and it's been shared 19 times.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great.
You were on the other side, so
Okay.
yeah, David stepped in and did a
So
marvelous
what else
job.
would you like to talk about
So-
today, David?
Well,
Oh,
we.
it's totally in your court now.
Well, the wonderful
we-
thing about both of you is you both say different things.
Well,
and
good.
And you both have very
Good.
good things to say.
And we need to sell some more of this product today because we actually need a moving van for all the gifts that we have
Yes.
to take back, and so does
Lovely.
Rachel Hoffman.
Lovely. Oh, my table's almost empty, but it's full of all the wonderful gifts that have been brought. The Australians have just been so gracious to us.
They are.
Every time we turn
And
around, they're giving us chocolate.
and the news people from New Zealand.
We got New Zealand
everybody
chocolates
here.
this morning.
This
so
morning.
this will be gone. We won't take this home.
But we'll probably take home the paper because the
It's
paper's
beautiful paper. Yeah.
I mean, look at
yeah.
look at
This
the
will be
I could see that as
consumed today.
wallpaper in my house.
Isn't that
Yeah.
gorgeous?
Fabulous. Or in a bathroom.
Yeah, isn't
Just
that
wonderful.
great? Or in
Yeah.
a miniature
It's
room.
beautiful.
Just gorgeous.
Thank
So-
you, Glynis.
Yes. So we yesterday with David, we went through and we did a couple
Well,
of our
come
top
on in,
booth picks.
Anita.
Come on in, Anita. So Anita, we've been doing booth picks with people from the show. Do you have a favorite
already
from Michael
picked
and David?
hers.
Oh, you already picked it?
I took
Is
it,
it in your
home
suitcase?
already. It's in my suitcase already. And all the world knows.
They do.
They
don't
do.
You
I got
go,
all
girl.
this stuff back on Facebook. Oh, look what you bought. You know, people I know at home in Melbourne that couldn't come.
Yeah, why aren't they here? That's a
They're
fun
missing
group.
out.
One lady is a Tassie lady, and she doesn't come with the other girls. But I know her really well, and she follows everything I do. And the others they have various reasons. My close friend just lost her little granddaughter, so
Oh,
she wasn't in any frame of mind to come. It only happened about 4 weeks ago. So
Well, the wonderful power of social media is that we can take pictures and really make people feel like they're here, and you do a very good job of that. And thank you for all of the
you, that's
shares that
okay.
you give to our content. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
And you've had fun, haven't you?
it made my day buying a girl from you.
It made our day,
Yes.
too. It did.
Absolutely.
And how's the birthday boy? Did you have a
The birthday
memorable
boy is a little
birthday?
bit bleary.
This
Those Tassies, they
my
know how to
top
party.
pick
They
in Michael and
kept
David's
giving us,
booth
like,
is definitely
shots of
going to
things to
be.
And we couldn't
Well,
resist it.
I'm really loving her because do you remember that meme that somebody put my head on it?
Oh yeah.
And I was walking out of the party with their HGTV under my dress.
that would be good. Yes.
But there's no such thing as a bad hair day at Michael and
No,
David's.
no,
There's just really no excuse for bad hair.
no.
This is what
And she's got a little tall hair.
Oh, I
but
love
this
it.
is
I
just
love it.
this is a fun costume doll.
She-
It's
oh, the
fun to
costume is
do
phenomenal.
a costume doll now and then. They're just like a little fun.
But you have some wonderful French dolls that we just love. This little
One of
petite
my
Steiner.
favorite right now is the Hire.
Yes, this
Isn't that
Urie's.
Yes,
darling?
I covered her too.
Oh, did you? Okay, well,
But
did she have a
There's-
koala?
yes.
Okay, she did. Okay, all right. Well, then I guess we must be done, Rachel, because someone's stealing my show.
He's stealing the show.
Yeah.
Well, this Hire is just glorious. Is this a costume that you made with your fabrics?
We did. Yeah. No, actually, this is antique fabric.
It is. Wow,
but
it's
we
very
are
crisp.
we are going to have this reproduced because it's such a great color.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
classic, you're right.
And
the scale is
classic. The
perfect.
scales. We're going to have it recreated exactly in every way. And you know, you could actually use
could do
this
that.
as a contrast too, with the right kind of heavier, trim with
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. The clothes really do make the doll.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about the clothing and the presentation is the thing that you really enjoy.
Right.
So if it doesn't work, I've been giving a lot of advice the last 2 days, and they'll say, "What do you think?" And I will always say, "Are you enjoying it the way it is?" Because if you're not enjoying it the way it is, just say it's an absolutely original doll and you don't want to change it, but you're not enjoying it. Then
Right.
you've got to let her go get one that you enjoy.
And you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's very important that happened.
Between the two, but anyway,
Well, the show just opened. We are going to be back, of course, with more, but you can refer to David Robinson's booth talk from yesterday
Yeah,
for
that's
information
right.
about the dolls.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
And of course, we're going to be celebrating David's birthday all day today,
Yes.
and
And I
having
guess
some
it
fun.
doesn't really start until tomorrow.
Not officially in America, but he's here, so it's official today
Yeah,
for us.
okay. All right. Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.